in the creation account. Now, how do I know this was part of the purpose? I look over to Psalm 136. Psalm shows us how the Genesis account can be used. And I'm going to put this up here and then just see this beautiful psalm. What does this psalm speak of? Psalm 136. To him who alone does great wonders, for his loyal love endures forever. By his understanding made the heavens, for his loyal love endures forever. Who spread out the earth upon the waters, for his loyal love endures forever. Who made the great lights, for his loyal love endures forever. The sun to govern the day, for his loyal love endures forever. What's the point of this psalm? He looks at creation, and what does he conclude? It's very difficult. What does he conclude? His loyal love endures forever, okay? And so in other words, can you look at the creation and learn something about God? Can scientists, some of you guys are going into science and gals are going into science and things. Should you be able to look at science and have science, and should it lead you to worship of God? Should your study of physics lead you to the worship of God? Should your study of biology lead you to the worship of God? Should chemistry lead you to the worship of God? Is physics only, F equals MA or V equals IR, and say, I know physics, so V equals IR, okay? Is that really the essence of it? Or can you see past the formulas to what? You're talking about galaxies, you're talking about what God made and stuff, and you can see the handiwork of God. So what I'm saying is take the sciences, yes, learn your formulas and things like that, but go beyond the formulas to see the beauty of God in creation. Physics, chemistry, biology, whatever. Here's another one. These guys are in heaven. These guys are in heaven in the book of Revelation. And guess what they're doing in heaven? This is what, we're going to be doing in heaven. You are worthy, our Lord and God, to receive what? Glory, honor, and power. Why is God worthy of receiving glory, honor, and power? For you created all things, and by your will they were created and have their being. So, beautiful verse going on in heaven. Now, does create always mean create out of nothing? There's a Latin term that I do want you to know this. The Latin term, create out of nothing, is create ex nihilo. Ex, does anybody do Latin anymore? Ex, like out of, nihilo, nothing. Out of nothing. Does God create out of nothing? Can God create out of nothing? God spoke and it came into being. So God creates, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. He creates out of nothing, ex nihilo. Does God always create ex nihilo? Okay. Psalm 33:6, beautiful verse. By the word of the Lord were the heavens made, the starry host by the breath of his mouth. That's really cool. God spoke and the universes came into being. Did God always do it that way, though? No. Did God do what? God barad man out of the what? Out of the dust. He shaped man. He created man out of the dust. Did he form man out of nothing? Some women would say, yeah, okay. But anyway, did God form man out of nothing? No, he formed him out of the dust. Now, by the way, because you guys don't know Hebrew, you missed, there's some beautiful plays on words in the book of Genesis, okay? God takes the dust of the ground and he forms what? Does God call the being that he shapes out of the ground, does he call him a name? He calls him Adam, by you guys. He calls him Adam. What does Adam mean? He takes the dust, he shapes it in, and he calls him Dusty. No, this isn't a joke. This is the honest truth. Adam, what does Adam mean? Adam means dirt, ground, dust. Okay? So he shapes Adam out of the dust, and he calls him Dusty. That's the honest truth. Adam's name means Dusty. Okay? You see there's a play on words there. There's a play on words there. It's beautiful. By the way, what does he call Eve? Whoa. Who names Eve? Adam names Eve. When does Adam name Eve? After Adam is told, Adam, you sinned. Dust you are, dusty you are, dust you shall return. The next verse, in chapter 3, verse 20, Adam turns to Eve. She has not been named in the narrative so far. He turns to his wife, just after he has been told that he's going to have to work his tail off and he's going to end up losing, the dust's going to win, Dusty's going to become Dusty again. He turns to his wife and he says, "You death woman, evil woman, destroyer woman." What does he name her? He turns to her and he says, Chava. Now you guys know what Chava is. You go to a Jewish wedding, they pull out the, you guys are under 21. Okay, don't do this at a Jewish wedding. Anyways, they pull out the Jewish wedding, they fill up the thing, and they start clicking the things between them, and they say, La what? L'chaim. L'chaim. You guys know that. You've all seen Fiddler on the Roof, right? By the way, they don't tell you this at Gordon College, but one of the graduation requirements is Fiddler on the Roof. You have to see Fiddler on the Roof before they let you graduate. I'm serious. If you go across that stage to get your diploma and stuff, Dr. Wilson's got one of those airsoft guns. You go across there, he pops you. If you haven't seen Fiddler on the Roof, man, you get popped, man. He just, so you have to see Fiddler on the Roof. If you haven't seen Fiddler on the Roof, you got to see Fiddler. L'chaim, l'chaim. By the way, what is the root of l'chaim? Chava and l'chaim are basically the same word. He turns to his wife and he says, what? What does l'chaim mean? To life. He turns to this woman and he says, Chava, you are the mother of all living. I'm going to dust. You are the mother of all living. Does this woman bring hope to him that someday the serpent's head is going to be crushed? And where does life come from? Does life come from this woman? And so he names her the living one, the mother of all living, Chava. Does that show a beautiful relationship between Adam and Eve? He doesn't curse her after he's cursed and stuff. He turns to her and he sees the hope that comes through her. It is through her seed that redemption will come to all mankind. This woman will bring redemption to all mankind. And he looks at her and he says, Chava. You guys say Eve. I like Chava better, but anyways, we'll do Eve.